finishing arch here. It's where the time on the clock is 29:29, so there are 31 minutes left. There's a finisher coming down now with his crew. The bleachers are about half full. Every bit as full, for example, as they were for the winning women last night. Here comes the finisher.
Hey, AJW.
From Brooklyn, New York.
AJW, I hate to interrupt, but it looks like we've straightened things out on our end. Let's effort this one more time for the viewers at home. Look at the front of your screen, and at the very bottom on the left-hand side, click on that, because I did this earlier, and there's an icon of a camera. It's probably red. Push on it, and then we'll be able to see what you're doing.
Here we go. Here's the scene.
Oh, there it is. Got you. We got you, AJW.
29:45. Here's something I love. This is the crew of photographers here, all lined up. Professional photographers, credentialed videographers, all here to take pictures not of the first finishers, but of the last finishers. Here's another runner from Brooklyn, New York. He's coming in, 29:30, and there she is.
Hey Andy, turn your phone.
The energy and excitement here at this golden hour. It's incredible.
Hey Andy, turn your phone horizontal.
Okay. How's that?
Smart Alec. All right, that's much better.
And now we've got everything, AJW. We can see it all, and we can hear John Mettinger's voice ringing through Auburn.
Mettinger's up there in the booths. And there's the clock. We got 29 minutes to go. Here's another one. There's another finisher coming down. One thing I've noticed over the years is typically these golden hour finishers come in with throngs of people. This is a relatively small group. Here they come. There's a Virginia runner. There she is. Coming into the finish line right there.
Wow, she's moving good.
Look at that. Well, that gives you a good idea of the setup here. All the crowd, the board members, handing the finishers' medals to everybody. The brain trust over here with the results. There's Stan Jensen. Say hi, Stan. Stan's been coming to this race years. He plants himself right there. And there's Kara and Ted Knudsen. They are the information brain trust of this race. They've been right there pretty much constantly since Jim Walmsley crossed the finish line over 15 hours ago. So let's see. I'll go on down the line here. You can see the spectators for the golden hour are lined up all along the track.
This is James Clark from Sebastopol.
I'm going to walk out to the entrance gate. That's a spot that I like to go during the golden hour.
He retired from the U.S. Air Force last September after 24 years of service. He was taking
many of these people, of course, ran the race. Some of them are their crews, their pacers, their Auburn residents. And they're all here. They're all here to cheer on these runners. John announced a few minutes ago, I think I told you this, that there are 20 plus runners on that 1 mile stretch of road between Roby Point and the track. So this is there's some traffic here. Here's a runner right here. And his crew coming in. You can just see each there's a celebrity sighting and tracing. Hey, Annie.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for you. Are you surprised at the how few of people have dropped or DNF'd?
Yeah, it's an incredibly low drop number. Do you guys I don't have an exact count. Do you have an exact count?
I think I just counted 48.
Yeah, I mean, so think about that. 369 starters. So 48 we're talking about less than 15%. So that's a potential 85% finishers rate.
That's pretty
high.
We'll
find out. That's incredible. Yeah. Now, of course, unfortunately, there are probably some folks outside this gate that aren't going to make it, and they'll be added to that list. But of course, we hope not. But this is incredible. So you guys, this, viewers might now. This archway here is where the runners come through. They're coming down from the White Bridge, which is about a third of a mile up the hill on Finley Street. There's that road also is lined with Auburn residents and spectators and people with cowbells and carrying on. And just an example, here's another runner coming in. So he's coming in with about 25 minutes to spare, moving pretty well. I'll try and get in here to get you guys a really good look. This is just great stuff right here. Entering the area. He's been going 29 and a half hours, this gentleman. This is the unusual piece of this year's race. I told you about this, but now you can see it. Here's the U-turn. They come in the gate. They go down. Looks like about 30 yards or so. They make a U-turn. There's some people cheering down there. There's Jeff Browning, another friend of Trail Runner Nation, another top 10 for him. And they make this turn and they come on back.
So it's not a left turn, a sharp left turn. That is a U-turn.
A sharp left turn.
That's a U-turn, baby.
And here he is. He's making his way in. You got it in the bag all along.
Hey, Andy.
Never a doubt.
According to our calculations, there are 28 runners still on course.
Okay. And have they all cleared Roby Point?
According to the ultralive.net, there's some that have not.
Yeah,
but those are some late times. I mean, the times aren't
look,
super.
Special guests, we've got Craig Thornley and John Trent. Say hi to the Trail Runner Nation. Yeah. Craig Thornley's the race director. John Trent's a longtime trustee, 10-time finisher. And they're at the head of the track, so they come in here, around. These guys are seeing them in the head of the track. So I would guess if there are some runners that aren't yet through Roby, they're going to be tough. We've just hit about 23 minutes to go. That's a big ask to get in from Roby then. But
hey, AJW.
Yeah, and you guys know this, right? Tweet's been on the show a lot today. He's out behind everybody, ahead of the horses and behind the final runners, and he's cracking the whip, you can imagine, without a whole lot of compassion, I would say.
Hey, AJW, can you share with us the policy of the rules or tradition for pacers coming through the finish line with their runner?
Good point. You're seeing, of course, the pacers will go around the track with the runners. There is an area on the finishing straight that the finish line people have set up. It's about 50 meters. The pacer typically sweeps off, and the runner runs through. Although there's no rule prohibiting pacers from crossing the line as well, and sometimes couples or fathers and daughters or cousins or aunts and uncles, they'll cross with their pacer, but I'd say my experience, most don't. I mean, but if a runner is, maybe in a little bit of distress, they might have them along. They can't help them. They can't hold them up. They can't push them along. They can't hold their hand. They really can't touch them. But they can be physically present there.
Hey, AJW, in my experience is that the runners are usually trying to convince the pacer and crew to come with them, but out of respect, the pacer and crew backs off and said, "Oh no, it's all yours, baby."
I would say that is pretty much always what happens.
Yeah.
I saw it last night with Casey, and we were going around there's another runner coming in. We were going around the track. We got to that point, and Miguel, who's paced her for years, he just literally stopped running so that she couldn't pull him along and make him go through the finish line with her. So Yeah, you're right. That you see that most of the time. The runner says, "Come with me, come with me, come with me." And for example, this pacer right here, he just peeled off. He's leaving his runner alone to go around the track, and it's a class move. And here he is. He's got it in the bag. He knew it all day. All day. Hey, good-looking stride right there.
Hey, Andy, just
around the top of the track.
Just so you know, we have our little chitter chat going, our live chat, and people are realizing now after 20 hours that you have a passion for this race and it's infectious, and they want to just say thank you for your coverage.
You think that comes through in the conversation? Well, it's been a real. I do apologize. I did take a little nap, so I crashed pretty hard after the 24-hour. Now this guy's not in any hurry. This guy just came through, and he is Pinter's body. I think he's gonna savor the run around the track. Looks like he's got his whole. He's gonna savor. You know, it's still a race. He's not in any hurry.
Hey, you know, and who would be, right? You can really enjoy that atmosphere. You can do it either way. It's
the same belt buckle whether it's 29-29 or 29-49.
And so
absolutely. I mean, he and why not? Who knows? We don't know the story of this guy, but maybe he's been put in the lottery for 5 years. Maybe he's come back from adversity. He's here at Western States right now. Obviously it looks like a loved one just coming to give him a hug. There's tears, of course. You can probably hear the quiver in my voice. Look at this. This is beautiful. They've all got T-shirts.
Another
runner right here.
Hey, Andy, maybe he's a lot like you, doesn't want it to end. And, it's just so...
No, he just wants to walk it, he said. He's ready to go. He's savoring the moment. And there's some tears in this group.
Yeah.
No tears on Trail Runner Nation. Great job, buddy. So here, this guy's gonna give it an honest effort coming in. Look, he's got some spring in his step right there.
Yeah, he's
going
looking
around
good.
The Pinter posse by the football scoreboard, getting a high five from John Trent. That's the Pinter posse getting a high five from Thornley. Yeah, guys, this is what it's all about. People want to know why I stopped my life for 4 days and buy a plane ticket and fly across the country for a race I don't even run. This is a big reason why. Right here, you see the bleachers. You hear the crowd noise increasing. Oh my gosh! And as that happens, and then a Canadian comes flying in on the back with his flag and his pacers. It's just a triumph of human endurance for sure.
Hey,
the Pinter posse is still walking it in. They're not. I wonder if all the orange shirts are going to cross the line. I would tend to doubt it.
Hey, Andy, maybe he's the smartest one of everybody. Maybe he's trying to get the most bang for his buck.
Yeah, he's getting his entry fee worth.
Yeah.
There he is. He's walking this puppy in. So here we go. Here's the Canadian runner, and a pacer, and they're pulling along. They look at that away. All right. Another crying spouse or loved one. Tell you what, man, if they needed to, when they start to need to grow some grass around here, if they can water the place with all the tears that are shed over the next 15 minutes.
Hey, Andy, it's almost like somebody's holding them at the gate and letting them go, so they all just come in, and it's a constant parade of finishers.
Yeah, it's a good point. It really is. Here we go. Now this is a slight lean. This is not a dangerous lean, but viewers might have wondered.
We got a leaner.
Talk about a leaner. It's a mild lean. If you see just a little, that's like an 11 o'clock lean. Just a little to the left there.
Hey, Andy, it looks like we have 22 racers to get in 16 and a half minutes.
22 racers okay. Well, here's the deal, and they get to Roby Point and they've got a grindy hill. That hill assuming they're walking it, but walking at a pretty good clip, they can probably clear that hill in about 3 minutes, which would get them to mile 99. They then have almost all downhill. Then they would have to do that 1 mile in 11 or so minutes. Maybe 12 could get the job done, because then, as you can see, they have to get around this track. And I would say most people are at this stage of the race are going to take 2 minutes to run the 2,500 meters. It's been done faster, of course, in a pinch, but they've got to go down here, around.
Hey, Andy, how
this guy's going solo. I love this. This guy's going solo, and then to give you the all shapes and sizes, here's a posse coming in. Couple of runners. Here's a bigger posse coming in. Right here. Right here. Very good.
Hey, Andy, do you recall how fast Grunhild Swanson ran that track loop?
Well, I don't know, but I know that Rob Krar ran with her, and he had his GPS watch on, and she was running 7:30 pace around the track. 72-year-old woman. She had to run 7:30 pace. Now you will also know that up the hill, all up the road, all up Findlay, their people, they've got watches, they've got clocks on this. They're yelling and screaming and pushing the runners along. And here we go again.
Hey, the Pinter posse, we just were notified got through the finish line.
So, I mean, look at this. We've got upstairs right now, Mettinger's got paper flying, and he's going. Poor Lisa's handing him one piece of paper and another. Here they come. We get costumes. We get the whole thing. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. All right. This is really, really. Yeah. All right. She looks happy. That is a happy runner right there. Oh, man. And again, I mean, come on. How can you not be moved by this? Look at this again. Another over my shoulder, just throngs of people crying, cheering, yelling, screaming. And then this group right here coming in, they still got to get it done. You can see they're up the road, looking up there. There's going to be a lot more interesting going on up there. You got to think right now, guys, the stress level for those people. They've been out here 29:46. Maybe they've taken a nap. Maybe they stopped to eat some food. Maybe they spent some time getting blisters repaired or having stomach problems. Now they can't do any of that. Now they have to put their head down. It's like it's the Olympics for them. And they got to run as if their life depends on it. This is really nice. You got Craig and John Trent. This is the beauty of this race is, guys. These guys are the hardest working guys in the sport. They're greeting every runner. They're greeting the crews. It's just what it's all about.
Listen
to that along the track.
I was going to say, this is kind of proof of the central governor theory that Tim Noakes says, that, you could be worn out and thinking you cannot go another step, but then you feel that pull of the track and the time on the watch that says you need to get there.
Yeah, I have to think, absolutely. I mean, we've talked about that a lot on the podcast. You, if ever there was a time to activate that central governor, now is the time. And think about this. Is there any way that you can possibly train physically and mentally for this? You got 12 minutes to get to the finish line after running for 29.5 hours, and you just have to do it. Here's another runner coming in. Nice cowboy hat, happy runner right here.
Hey, AJW, as Scott and you were saying, you look down at the watch and your watch says run.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to bother with what the numbers say. You just got to run. So, yeah, I tell you what, this little U-turn thing could be tricky in the next few minutes. We'll see. But they've got a nice group down there, though, with cowbells cheering. We've got a group here. Look at this. If you talk about right down here. Yeah. All right. Make a U-turn and you're good. It's a happy runner right there. They're moving along.
Hey, AJW, I might suggest that U-turn thing is cool because you get a couple of looks at the runners instead of just one.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, I think the U-turn thing might be kind of cool because you get 2 looks at the runner instead of just one.
It is. I do think, though, just the physicality is mainly a challenge. But, yeah, it is fun. You see them come through the gate. You see them come down. They make the turn. So here's this gal we saw come in here, and now her crew is letting her take the lead. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nope. She's not crying. Nope, not her.
Hey, Andy, we have 11 racers.
From Thornley and Trent. This is fantastic.
11 racers left on that course, Andy. 11.
11 runners between Roby and here. All right. And they've got a little more than 10 minutes. The clock here is at 29:49:45. So they need to be closing in on the left bender turn that is a little bit of a downhill before the little kicker uphill, and the left that takes you to the White Bridge. I know that was probably confusing for the listeners, but trust me, that's where they need to be.
And if they looked at their watch, it would say run.
Yes, here we go. Here's a runner coming in. Let's get a good look at him. Bib number 187.
Who's 187, Scott?
All right. Don't dilly-dally. Let's go. Right away. Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy.
He's not in here.
Do a search up top. Was it 187? Yes, thank you. Sky Cran? Hey, that runner is Sky Cran. Sky Cran with a G, Gran,
okay. So yeah, so he's making the Yui. I mean, you want the crew to give him the inside. There you go. They did that well. They made the Yui. And now it's 200 meters just to that track. Here we go. Another runner coming in. 183. Out of way. It's in the bag. Right there. You're going to make a U-turn. All right.
Hey, Andy, did your prediction of the technique to go around the hairpin turn, is that playing out? Should they still go like they're going to second base, taking it wide and cutting it close?
Not at this stage. Frankly, they're going so slow. It's almost like you just want to pivot around it. I mean, frankly, why not save a step or two when you come around? Here we go. Here's a contingent coming in here. All right. Nice work. Yeah. That crew was very interesting right there. The crew member was simply saying, okay, we're going to go down here. We're going to make a U-turn. Your brain is not working when you're the runner. These crew people are just going to be this person's brain for the 200 meters that they're making it around this track. She did a good job in that turn. Here we go, a contingent coming in. Big one here. There we go. Yeah. Deep breath. Look at that. She's got all kinds. She's not loving this, but she has time. But of that group of 10 right there, the runner is the least happy. Right now. In 2 minutes, she'll be the most happy, but not now. Oh, there she is. She's breaking into a run. Oh, this is great. She made the turn. Yeah. There she is. She's moving well. She's moving. Add away. Less than 200 meters.
Hey, Andy, do you think that she knows what the metric system is? Maybe you should convert that to yards.
Hey, Andy,
Oh, you got this, little man. You got it. There you go. Yeah.
A future finisher.
Apparently, one of the runner's children took a little digger down here, and he was going to quit. He was going to drop. All right, so this is a good group to see. You can see that there they are, all the green shirts. They're pushing in front. They're getting a little sprint. She's going to be 29:53 and change.
Hey, AJW, I cannot tell you how amazed I am at the at the constant parade.
Guys, we're getting down now. We got 6 minutes. So, I mean, at this point,
we're down to 7 runners. 7 runners on course.
7 runners between Roby and the track.
Well, yeah, we'll
as far as you know.
As far as we know, we don't know exactly where they are, but there's 7 that have not finished and that have not dropped.
Okay.
The next one you should see, I think, is bib number 197, Shannon Hampton.
Okay.
A guy, doesn't say where he's from. Let me see if I can find some information out for Shannon. He's from Bentonville, Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Okay. The home of Walmart.
Yeah, the home office.
Home office, right. So this is actually we have this little lull there. This is kind of unusual. There's nobody on the track right now. At 29, 54, 55, the track is bare. That woman with the contingent of green shirts is across the line, and the track is bare. Craig and John are doing the math. Tweet is up the road with the horses that, as I think most listeners know, are the sweeps. They have a mounted group of horsemen who follow the last runner in and monitor the cutoff times. Of course, there is no cutoff at Roby Point. The last cutoff is at No Hands Bridge. So all of these runners cleared no hands within the cutoff, which means they need to get here and they need to move. And we're starting to hear a little bit of energy up Finley Street. At this point, I've concluded that basically when you get down to 5 minutes, you have to be crossing the White Bridge. The White Bridge is one of the last bridge you cross of the 23 bridges that are here at Western States.
Oh,
No Hands Bridge.
Come on,
did you just pull that out of your
Eldorado Bridge? No. Craig and I we did a thing where we counted all the bridges one time when we were in the race.
You guys played bridge one night.
Yeah.
23 bridges. And that's
3 minutes. So John is making his announcement now, which is, if you can hear my voice, you need to move.
Yeah, and they can. So AJW, tell us when you can start to hear John's voice.
Where on the course?
Right, you can't really hear what he's saying, but about halfway down from the White Bridge, you can tell that there's somebody in the stadium here on a PA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they stay vocal all through the afternoon, all through the night, and through the next morning. The residents tolerate this type of activity.
Yeah, it's remarkable. We've got some cheering. Okay, we've got a runner coming in.
What's the number?
At 2:57. They've got 3 minutes. They're not around the corner. They're not around the corner yet.
So again,
Andy, we're down to 4 runners.
Okay.
So one
Here
night
they go. There's a pacer out in front, kind of clearing the way. You can hear the crowd now. The energy in the place is rising. You know, you've got 2.5 minutes. Here's the runner. All right. Here they come, coming in. Make sure she gets the right way. She's got Chrissy Mail with her. She's got Kim Tweetmeyer with her.
Oh, this is our last runner.
She's got Carrie Williams with her. Let's go, Heather. Yeah.
This must be Heather Mcgrath. Heather Mcgrath.
This is not a done deal. It's 29:58 right now. 29:58 right now. There's Tweet. You've seen Tweet in the podcast. So Tweet has brought this runner in along with some other. She got 2. Yep. A little bit less. But she's got to go. You got to go. Come on, Heather. Go. There's Tweet. Tweet's going to bring her in. Here you go, folks. Here you go.
It doesn't get better than this, AJW.
This is Heather Mcgrath. She is from Portland, Oregon.
Here it is.
What does it look like, AJW? Is she going to make it?
Tweet just told me there's one more guy. Okay, Heather's making it. Heather's making it. 29:59 flat. Here's the final runner. Tim's got him. He's got a little lean. He's got a little lean. He's digging. He's digging.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Bubba.
29:59:36.
I think that was Lane Shimanashi. I'm thinking that's who that was. He's from Honolulu, Hawaii.
So here you go. Here's the. That was incredible, guys. That's the golden hour, and the clock strikes 30.
My goodness, AJW. What a treat.
There's Heather, Chrissy, the gentleman who came in that nobody knew where he was. There they are. There they are, taking a seat on the Ultra Couch. The two athletes who certainly got the most money's worth out of their entry fees.
AJW, our hats off collectively to your announcing at the end, because that was just brilliant, genius, and splendid. It was fantastic.
Just amazing. And look at this. I just mind you, this throng of journalists. They're photographing the last place runners. Look at this. They're photographing. It's a scrum of reporters with the last place people. What sport does that? What sport does that?
Precisely.
Unreal.
Unreal. And I would wager there are more photographers there than they were for first place.
Tweetmeyer, get him. So John will sign off up here. You see he's closing up shop for another year.
Hey, Andy, turn the camera towards you. We want to see your smiling face.
Yeah. There it is. So yeah, everybody, that's
Andy, way to go, my friend. You did a phenomenal job.
I'm gonna sign off. See you guys.
Thank you, Andy.
Wow. What that was the best coverage.
I was doing the Trail Runner Nation.
We'll cut back to us.
He hasn't figured out how to turn it off yet.
Or we haven't. Hey, that was probably the best coverage I've ever witnessed at the end of a race. 30 minutes, uninterrupted, captivating. He just rolled with commentary. Yeah. Phenomenal.
He's a great asset to the sport. Here is a top 10 finisher, a 10-time finisher of Western States, 2005 number 2 finisher.
Yes.
That is so in love with this sport and gets more excited about that golden hour than many people do.
Yeah. Yep. He
has a passion.
It was our pleasure to be able to rub shoulders with that man this year as he carried us on his shoulders figuratively through this 369 runners who towed the line in Squaw Valley headed towards Auburn.
We are at the end of the 20-hour streamcast.
We're actually into hour 20 plus right now, Scott. We're over.
And we want to thank everybody that tuned in. We got over 20,000 people that tuned into this podcast or streamcast. And frankly, we're glad you did because it kept us awake. We knew that you guys were watching. We knew that you guys were listening. And thank you because it gave us a little bit of wind beneath our wings, if you will.
Our special thanks to Paulo Medina and his crew who manned the aid station here on High Street, 675 High Street, full of shoes, full of gear, essential gear to make it down the trail and they have the wisdom and experience to share with you. We'd like to thank also Bob Crowley, who put this together for us. It was his brilliance that pushed the ball down the hill, bringing in Ethan Vosberg, whose his technology and his wisdom helped us pull this together. And then last-minute entry, Donna Nicarde, who didn't know 3 days ago she was going to be developed into a fine director. And so we really appreciate you, Donna, and our hats off to you. Our appreciation for some of our sponsors, Scott, Nathan Hydration.
Nathan Sports.
Yes.
Nathan Sports. We have Path Projects. We have Sunto,
Exoskin,
and Lakey USA.
And we don't want to forget about the field reporters, many of them that were out there that were helping pull data in for us. We'd like to also thank iRunFar, who allowed us to take their Twitter feed, which is extremely valuable, extremely accurate, and extremely interesting, and attached it to our page. And
ultralive.net for their continuous coverage. Ted Knutson and his brilliant algorithms and his team that kept us up to date, so we knew what people's numbers and names were and where they were from and what they looked like. They've done a fabulous job.
And our final thank you, all the 30 different guests that we had pre-recorded that allowed us to really sit back and take a breather and drink some water here and there along the way. And in their commentary, we'll make sure we find a place that those can be archived and viewed. I think that's important, Scott. We need to effort that because we owe it to those people that spent the time, the Jim Kings and the John Mettingers and the Megan Arbogast Laws and the, on and on, Stephanie Howe.
Ian Torrance, Ian Sherman. There's a
Tim
list of 30.
Yeah, I could go on for 30, couldn't I? Yeah. So thanks to all of those, and we'll get those up for you guys.
So go out and run.
Wait.
Oh.
And thanks to you, too.
Oh.
Hey, phenomenal job, guys. Seriously. And that 5-year contract, we just upped it to 10. Good job.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Go out and run.
Maz. We did it.
Oh, my God.
Hey, do you guys sell Preparation H?
Oh, it's blowing up. Really nice comments.
Yes.
It is.
AJW did such a job.